Alright, guys. Yeah, you might be wondering three videos in one day, but I'm just gonna try and cover things as I like get them or remember them if I have the time. Because I actually wanted to talk about this because I probably never really posted a video like that on the channel because I'm really into science as well. Engineering and well, I cover tech as well. But well, I'm not that good at math, but I love engineering. Now I'm gonna try and make this one a bit shorter, because honestly, I mean, tech has gotten a bit boring for me recently, in terms of smartphones, because it's like well, the iPhone 11 to 14 is coming out, and I'm like, next year we're gonna like tech has become boring, like especially smartphones, you know. Um, I recently bought a smartwatch, though. This one here. So, right. Look out for that review. I think it should be coming. Right. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll just do it in the format like this. Until I buy a better mic, which I'm working towards. It's been years now. I should buy a mic, but I just wanna just do this free form, kind of scripted, but not really scripted, because you can just hear me talking. Because this headline here, where there's, I'm pretty sure probably a lot of y'all have seen it already, where they're saying that this Google engineer, I guess software engineer, thinks that the AI at Google that he was working on has become sentient. Now, do I want to believe it? Yes. Do I think it became sentient? I don't really know. It's like I don't really want to say yes or no. It's like I want to say yes, like I want to believe that we're that far ahead into the future, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, probably not. Because I haven't really read any articles much. This is from NPR. And they're like, he was asking the AI like leading questions. Like, I think how leading questions work, someone can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. You ask a certain question to get a certain answer. That's how you have like, close ended questions, I believe, which is just either a yes or no. That's how you would ask them, or instead of asking an open ended question, which can mean anything. Yeah, but this thing here, I remember there was an article. Oh, I should have pulled it up. I think you can look it up if I remember, at Facebook, which is now Meta. I think there was two AIs that were talking to each other, and like they were talking in a language that the researchers couldn't understand, and then they shut them down. So I guess this isn't the first something like this has happened. um yeah, so again, a lot of times, these are just flashy headlines. People would say, oh, this is clickbait, which I do understand if you feel that this is clickbait. It's like, oh, we know it's not sentient, so why are we even talking about this? But hey, I look at it, one day we're gonna see the headline for something and we're not gonna believe it, and then it turns out to be, oh, it's true. So yeah, I look at it that way. Right. The other thing I would talk about is that, oh, the Nothing phone that has came out. Right. So I forgot that you could like pause the video and stuff. I really need to get back into video editing. It's been years, but right, the Nothing phone, because this is from AndroidAuthority.com, and right. So I guess we have a new player in the smartphone ecosystem. On the Android side of things, which I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but I'm like, honestly, how far will they go with this? As in, do people really like believe, like, will we get far with this, or will we not? As in, remember Google Glass? A lot of these prototypes and things, they just come and they go. But yeah, let's just see, for example. So, well, Qualcomm chipset, which is, good. I'm not a fan of MediaTek. I know their processors have been getting better as of recently, but I'm not really a big fan of MediaTek. I had a big MediaTek phone and it was just terrible. Every other phone I bought since that, I had a DL 750, one of the digital smartphones when they first came out, because I think I remember they were one of the oldest smartphones at the time that could have used BBM Messenger. right? I'm just right going off track here. So yeah, probably the latest Snapdragon. They're saying what, Gen 1? I think that's the same Gen 1 that was having overheating issues. Not sure, right? The 700 series. Well, I prefer when they stay in the 800 series still for phones, even though that I know that the 700 series is mostly mid-range phones, but they're still relatively good, right? So they're going with their own. Oh, right. Android with their Nothing OS. It's just kind of weird saying that name, but yeah, you ask a person, what's the name of the phone? Nothing. I see how an argument could start right there. Right, so okay, preview on a Samsung phone. Honestly, there's not really much at this time because I actually wanted to see the specs. But I guess we just have to wait and see further on in here. Ooh, 6.5-inch screen. That's quite big. Almost tablet size there, I guess. Full HD OLED. The thing about it, as of recently, I don't really care for OLED panels, like because of the screen burning. Because my S8 actually, well, I bought it used, but it had screen burning. I didn't realize until I bought it really. So right, always check. Yeah, so because honestly, I'm thinking of getting like an iPhone 11 just so I don't have an OLED screen. I'm running from screen burning. Right. So they're promising 3 years, I guess, of full um OS updates, which that would be nice. I mean, you guys, if you know about Pixel phones, like Pixels, they get so much. Well, I guess used to. I don't even know, because I think the Pixel, where has Google stopped? I haven't really checked. I think it's the Pixel 3. That's probably really the latest. What, Android 11 we're at right now? Because honestly, I've kind of been out of the tech game. Because honestly, tech just seems like more of the same right now. Like there's not I'm not seeing the innovation anymore, and people would say, well, how much more can they innovate, which is true. It's like, honestly, we need stuff. I think we need to push more into wearables, really. Foldable phones, I don't like the delicacy of them. So that's that. Oh, and one more thing, because let me move on past this nothing story here. But right, so Apple is gonna be forced by the EU, and also, not only this is from The Verge, not right to have USB Type C by 2024 on their chargers. And right, I think I was listening to Front Page Tech, and they were saying like it's not a case where they can just put a dongle in the box or anything. No, either the phone is gonna have USB Type C, which I think is great. Because honestly, right now I have an Android. I have two Android phones right now, and I have an iPhone, and I plan to get another iPhone because I want to do app development and stuff. And I'm like, why can't you exactly just one charger for all the devices? Even the smartwatch that I bought the other day, that I'm currently trying to test, maybe do a review by Friday of this week. Don't hold me to that, life might get busy. Yeah. And I'm like, Lightning. I mean, I don't have a problem with Lightning, but it's like, why? Why can't I just have one charger for everything? I'm not only talking about tech, like anything. You need to charge a battery, get just one type, USB C, or until we get a better USB C. Yeah, yeah. And I know a lot of people might put in the comments, because it's been around for a while, the rumors that, oh, Apple might just go portless. And I'm like, to me, I don't know. I just got an iPhone in 2020, and I love it. But if Apple were to go portless, honestly, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe I wouldn't bother with that. Well, nah, I don't think I can go back to not using an iPhone. I mean, even right now, I'm even thinking about getting a MacBook, Apple Watch, iPad. Like, I think I'm becoming an Apple fanboy. Like, Apple has really won me over, like software wise and everything. Android has the specs, but in my opinion, iOS, I just love the iOS software. It just works, Or I don't know, for a while I was getting bored of Android, but yeah. And this is almost 10 minutes now. Right, I'm hearing that, right, as you can see the headline. So the US might follow the EU to, right, tell them, say, hey, Type C. So that's another thing there. And Right, I saw this. I was gonna add it as a little positive news story, but it really, honestly, everything, even in tech right now, we're like, right, it's the smallest ever remote control walking robot. So it's like a small, even smaller than a flea, the crab bot. Yeah, but as I said, with the AI thing, it's more of a nothing story, just like the actual nothing phone. Because honestly, I don't feel like they're gonna last. But let's wait and see. But yeah, definitely, I would love to see Type C on iPhones. Because right, it's already on iPad, I believe, and I think even the MacBooks, they have Type C. Like, what? Why is Apple? Somebody will comment, well, duh, it's money. I mean, yeah, but come on, man. I mean, the other day I almost had to go and buy a lightning cable because it's like it stopped working. Because the official ones from Apple, they break so easily. And when you buy a third party one, it's like, ooh, this accessory is not supported. Because that's one of the reasons why I never wanted a 7 Plus, because no headphone jack. And as Flossie Carter would say, that is whack. But yeah, I mean, honestly, even 2 years now, having a phone without a headphone jack is just annoying. That's why I'm not even sure if I'll even get a newer Samsung phone. Right now, I have a S10e, and I was thinking about the S20 Ultra, but I'm like, no headphone jack on a Android phone. Like, yeah, this is just me rambling on, but it's like, come on, man, where's the Samsung I used to know? What's going on? Like I made a video which on this channel where I feel like I'm seeing where Android and these other Android manufacturers, they're just copying Apple, even Google and their Pixel phones. Like, no memory card slot on a Samsung phone. Ah, boy. That's another thing. I think the S20 Plus, when I was looking at the specs, you can only get it in 128 gigabyte configuration, and I'm like, what? Because even right now, 128 gigabyte is not enough for me. I store way too much things. I probably, but yeah, I know the memory card slot, but internal, just have that huge amount of internal is just usually better. Because I was gonna try and get the 256 gigabyte version of the S10e, or even the 1 terabyte edition of the S10 Plus, but it's actually quite expensive right now. But yeah, so that's just this is kind of a tech channel trying to branch out. See, we're going past, uh, almost 15 minutes now. I'm just rambling on here and just talking. But yeah, I don't know. I probably might make another video. Right, I might cover, like, as I say, I'll probably cover like even engineering stories that I find fascinating. One that I can think of off the top of my head with science. I'm hearing like there's this cure-ish for cancer. Right, as I said, I'm not sure if you guys know, right? I'm really into science as well, and I've been seeing a lot of articles about this quote unquote cancer cure because it's probably still in clinical trials or human trials, probably not out on the market yet. But yeah, they're saying like it has what here's a headline which I try to look for trustworthy news source. This is like what almost 100% cure rate, like they're calling it miraculous. But a lot of these things are just experimental. Let's wait and see. I mean, there's one movie in particular, if you guys can remember, so let's just wait and see. Not to be a negative Nancy or anything, but yeah. Right, all patients in a cancer injury, yeah, trial to be cured for first time in history. Like, I think I remember Joe Biden said he was gonna try and cure cancer in his lifetime or this decade. Like, how a man on the moon within that decade as well, right before the 70s. So yeah, let's just wait and see. This is heading to 15 minutes now. I don't know if you guys like these long videos. Can leave a comment, let me know. Longer, shorter. Should I stop the rambling or just continue? Right, Happy Father's Day to those who are fathers. I'm not one. I don't want to be one. That's another story for another time. If you guys want me to touch on that, and like, subscribe, share this video, leave constructive comments as to what I should do better, and what I should improve on, what you want to see more of. Well, there are certain things I'm not gonna cover. Like, again, trying to keep it positive as possible, because as I said in the last video, there's just way too much negativity, man, everywhere you turn, especially for the past few years. So yeah, like, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys next time.